Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today's video will be about cactus and how you can defend yourself with it. First off, how do you get cactus? Well, here's a completely automated, passive farm that's pretty easy to set up. You got a checkerboard set up with sand, and then cactus on top of that, all of it underneath of a layer of hoppers, or on top of a layer of hoppers. Every other row has fence posts, or I use fence posts because it's cleaner and easier to see around, but you can use literally any block that doesn't fall. Now, when the cactus attempts to grow, as you've seen a couple times, and there was another one, as soon as it attempts to grow, it'll automatically break and fall. Now, occasionally, I don't know if it's common or not, but it's pretty likely that cactus is being destroyed by other cactus, because cactus destroys items. But I've had this set up for 10 hours, and went AFK, haven't touched it. Nobody else can access anything here other than just to look at it, but there we've got 12 and 2/3 of a stack of cactus, and apparently a chicken died up here. But we got all this in 10 hours from just leaving this running. There's no moving parts, no active parts aside from the hoppers. It's just every time it grows, the fence post breaks it, because cactus can't grow next to anything. And for the hell of it, to demonstrate that, if I slap this fence post there, all three of those break. So it's completely automatic without moving parts. So there's how you get your cactus. Now, how do you use cactus to defend yourself, you may ask? Why didn't I prepare for this part, you might ask? So, anything that touches cactus is going to take damage. If they... Okay, so that's loud. So anything that touches cactus takes damage. And it's not, even if you're wearing armor, because the damage is pretty minuscule. So it damages equipment too. So even though it's not damaging me very well, with leather armor it is, but most types of armor will resist it, but it still does damage. Now, even if I slap on some high-end armor, it's no longer damaging me, but it's still damaging my armor. So, while cactus is pretty easy to break, it's not a great defense in the long term, but if you absolutely just need to get something to slow people down when they're trying to invade your base, then cactus is probably the cheapest, easiest defense that's you can just slap up anywhere. Additionally, if you happen to kill somebody while they're in your cactus farm, or in your cactus wall, cactus destroys any items that hit it. So you can use it as a trash can or a quick way to make sure that anybody that dies trying to get to your base is not going to have those supplies anymore that they brought to try and raid with. So it's the poor man's defense, and in reality, in Minecraft, there is no one defense that works. Unless you've got 20 or 50 people that are going to be online in your base at all times to defend it, you're going to want multiple lines of defense. And this is the easy, cheap one to have as a first line of defense, or as a surprise defense somewhere in the middle. You could even line pits with these so that when somebody falls into the pit, they end up in a configuration like this. So while cactus is not an amazing defense, it's a disposable defense. Now, the last thing that I'm aware of that cactus can do to help you defend your base is in support with fireworks. Now here I have another extremely simple setup. I got hooks here, dispensers with fireworks in them. One's an active firework, one's a blank, so either way you're going to get a sound and a whistle. And the other side I got over here, a blank and a slightly better firework that's going to fly higher. So somebody's walking through while you're in one part of your base, they're trying to enter through another, and you've got a flare. So, again, not something completely amazing, but one of multiple defenses you might like to have. If nothing else, it's a good way to scare them off, because even if you're not immediately aware of them, you just blew something up in the air that makes them think that you are. So they're going to become anxious or impatient, and they're going to want to hurry. So, there's some demonstration uses for Cactus, an easy way how to get Cactus, and the first of likely multiple videos I'm going to be doing about base defense. For those on Steel Tower, I'm trying to get some friendly PvP going between people, and that means needing to be able to defend yourself. Good luck, and have fun.